Good morning. So we've arrived in Moorgate. Me and the Tommy H are off for a graffiti tour in Shoreditch, but first we're going to this awesome little coffee place called Nude Espresso. A little bit of training today, probably a little bit of work, emails, etc. You know, daily grind and hustle and all that. Yeah, so upper body training later, a little bit of emails, and then that's pretty much it. Cheeky little Monday finished with the Hamilton. That was awesome. Really good graffiti tour, covered loads and loads of stuff. It was really good. It's awesome to sort of find someone who's obviously clearly really passionate about street art, about graffiti, and it's great to sort of be part of that and sort of follow it. So I definitely go and check out Street Art. Was it Street Art?
Street Art Tours.
Street Art Tours on TripAdvisor, and go and check it out. 15 quid, well spent. Boom.
See you later on, mate.
So it's just gone about 3:15. I've only had one meal today, that was breakfast. Quite a big meal, it's about 650 calories or so anyway. But usually when I don't have access to sort of stuff that I might want to have, or I've not taken something with me, I'll just not eat. I'll just kind of keep going. I'll have a coffee or two, and I'm usually fine with that. I do, however, have training shortly. I'm just on the way home actually, and what that'll mean is I'll make sure that I have something light. So I'm planning on having sort of 3 to 4 rice cakes with some jam. I'll have a whey protein shake, so that meets sort of my carb and protein requirement. But what I'm doing is I'm limiting fibre and fat, which can be an easy way to get gastrointestinal distress, possibly pre-workout. And then I'll have a coffee, and then I'll be training upper body. And that's kind of a note on meal frequency today. My meal frequency definitely changes day to day depending on what I'm doing, and that's kind of based around the preference thing. Meal frequency may help with sort of muscle retention if you're bolus feeding protein between 4 to 6 meals a day at sort of 30 to 40 grams of protein, but it's not absolutely necessary. I just need to make sure that I have something pre-gym, just because I don't like going to the gym hungry. That's one of the main points. When you spill your protein shake all over your shirt. It's not a good look. So before the gym, I talked a little bit about pre-workout, where if it's an immediate meal, so let's say it was within an hour roughly, I typically avoid sort of high amounts of fiber and certainly high amounts of fat. So that was, like you said earlier, it was some rice cake, some jam, and a protein shake. Now, post-workout, and I thought I'd talk about that because I talked about pre-workout, is essentially another part of which I will consume a whole meal or non-liquid meal. Now, obviously, traditionally, a lot of people will talk about having something like a protein shake or a shake with lots of carbs, etc., with protein in it post-workout. But I love food. Like, I love it. I love food. So I don't necessarily want to drink my calories, especially when I may, at a certain point during my diet, have low intake. So I want to make sure that I'm consuming a mixed meal. Now, these mixed meals are usually what I would normally have. So chicken, some rice, some vegetables, maybe some fish, that kind of thing. But it's nothing more complicated than that. So maybe think about that. I'm not saying that you shouldn't necessarily consume like a protein shake if you want to. So for example, if you are short on time, you don't have any appetite post-workout, it might be a good thing to potentially consume a whey protein shake. But if you do have time and you can sit down and eat a meal, and that's what you would prefer than wasting some calories on a sugary protein drink, then by all means have a mixed meal. That's my preference, and that's my sort of thoughts in terms of post-workout nutrition, but also our pre-workout nutrition. So sometimes you might be struggling a little bit with your macros in terms of you might have hit too many carbs and you've got like loads of fat left and you've got a bit of protein still to hit. So that's kind of happened to me today, and there's quite a simple method that I use to be able to help that. Is I make this little protein sludgy thing. It's with a nut butter, a little bit of water, and a scoop of whey protein. It's really nice actually, a bit like a dessert. It tops up obviously the fat that I might be missing a little bit in today's macros, and it also hits my protein target. So very, very simple little sort of protein sludgy nut buttery thing. So a little bit of work done this afternoon, post gym, even a little nap to be fair. So not often do I have a Saturday evening to myself, so I'm planning on some Netflix. No chill, but just the Netflix, catching up on some House of Cards. Fun day, great day a little bit with Tom in the morning doing some little sightseeing, touristy stuff. You know, you live here for 4.5 years and you don't really do much touristy stuff. So I enjoyed that. Good gym session, nice, quiet, relaxing evening on a Saturday night. Episode 12 is done.